Okay, so here we are on the dashboard page, and to start a video you go into a class, any class, it doesn't matter, because all of your videos will go into one library, and you can get to that library one of two ways. You can either go to assignments and then go to let's go down here to one that I haven't recorded yet. And then you go to edit, and then you click on this little thing here. It's called arc, right there. And then you click on that, and that will bring you to this. And then you can click, this is basically your library, and then you can click record. And then it will open you up to the same page that I'm going to bring you to another way. So then let's go back to the dashboard. That's one way of getting there to ARC, and this is another way. Go to any class, go down to Studio, and then go to there you're automatically in your library. So then you click on record. You can also click on add, but I never use this because I just I shouldn't say never. There's a couple. I have a couple of YouTube's videos on TED Talks, and it's really simple. You just copy and paste it in here and it comes up, but you can't add your questions to that. You have to add them to the assignments, and that's one reason why I usually don't use it. And you can also files that you own, you can get them on here that way. But for lectures, you go to record, and then you go to I go to screen capture because I'm never showing just my face. Web capture is just to show your face, and then this opens up, and then you'll have to, the first time you do it, it will say launch, I think, or I think when you go to click it, it will say download it. Oops. See? Oh yeah, download. Well, that's because I waited so long. I don't have to download it, but when you click on that, it will say download, and it just downloads the screen capture. But I've already got it, so it pops up. Let's do that again. Let's cancel this. So, because I waited so long, but at least you got to see the first time you use it, you have to download. So I go record, screen capture, and then open this. And that's what that will be what yours will do after you download it. You only have to download it once. And it should be opening it. There we go. So, see this little thing here? You can make this larger or smaller depending on what part of your screen you want to capture. So that's nice. And like I said, your library probably won't have anything in it. Just trying to get this to go a little bit smaller. Well, let me see. There we go. Down here I can do it. Okay, just so it's easier to see this part down here. So you can see me up here in the corner, and I'm transparent there now, but you won't be when the students see it. So if you've got a PowerPoint, you want to make this part larger than the PowerPoint window so that you aren't obscuring your information, so you'll have room to put yourself. Now, I initially wasn't going to have myself here because I just have a PowerPoint and that's it. And I didn't really see any reason for them to see me. This is a history class that I'm teaching. But I did a little research, and it said that students pay way more attention if they can see you, even if they're not looking at you if you're there. So I always have it on webcam. Also, I put the text, the questions, right in the lecture, as you can see in this video here. I put them at the end. Now, if it's a PowerPoint lecture, I just have them typed in there, and that way the students can refer back to it. But even if it's a video, I just do a screen capture video just because it avoids the hassle of the little pop-up advertisements, you know, that are down here if you're streaming or something, or, you know, and then a lot of stuff I only have on CD. You can't get it online. So I do screen captures, and then I pause over here, and then I add one PowerPoint slide and have the questions right in there. See, like stuff like that. I do screen captures, and I wish there was a way to turn that off, but usually I put my box over here on this side so that stuff doesn't show up. You have to have kind of a quiet area. I had a lot of trouble. The first time I was recording, my dog would be running around on the hardwood floors, and I could hear their feet, and it was kind of distracting. So you do have to have a quiet area. So I forgot. Oh, yeah. So even with videos, I put the questions. I put one slide after the video and have the questions right in there. You can do that, or you can, after you save it, you can show you how to upload these into an assignment, and then you can, you know, just put the questions in the assignment like you normally would. Either way, I just like it like this because then they don't have to make any extra steps. So here you'll see you have the option of having just the screen, just the webcam, or both. Now, you can't switch back and forth in the middle of the video. So a lot of, you know, so, and also I found out even if you move this thing off screen, which you can do, it still shows up in the final recording as being in the screen. I learned that the hard way. So you you don't want to, if you have a video, you don't want to have yourself in there. And in that case, I just narrate the questions at the end and they can't see me. Otherwise, I always use both. So then you click record, and gives you a little countdown. And now it's recording everything that I'm, you know, doing and saying on here. And now I can't alter this. It's recording everything that's on there, and I can pause it, and then I can, let's say you know, the phone rang or something, and so then I have to, I can move this back to any place I want, and you click here, it says, you know, to hide, because now it's on the screen that it is on at this point in the recording. But if you want to hide that and see what's on your desktop instead, then you can click this to see that you're on the right slide or whatever, or at the right point in the video. And then you just, excuse me, then you just, you know, can keep going. And it will ask you, it says, do you want to truncate? And you say yes, because that's where you want it to pick it up. It'll give you a little countdown again, and there you go. And then when you get done, you know, then you just click pause again, and you click done, and then this will show up, and you have to, this short video didn't take so long, but it takes a little bit for this to get all the way to the end, and I wouldn't click upload until it gets there. I mean, it will probably just wait until it's done anyway, but I don't know. So then I give it a title. We're just going to go test, and then in the description, I just put, like, usually I put week, you know, 15, lecture 2 or whatever, and then the title I have, like, Art Nouveau or whatever the subject is. Then after you do that, you click upload. Now this won't take very long, but usually this takes about a half to 3/4 as long as it takes for you to record it. So this takes a long time to do. I mean, I've had it take 45 minutes. And you don't want your internet connection to be interrupted during that time. I've had it happen twice to me, and once it erased it, and once it didn't. It picked it up. I think it was just the time length that it was interrupted. So then you go continue, And oh, it showed up there. So sometimes I have trouble with it showing up there. And so what I usually do is I just leave it. I go, eat lunch or whatever and leave it, because I don't know if it's there unless it shows up. And sometimes I'll even open up a new window and go to the studio library in a new window, and it will be there. But you never really know. It's kind of tricky for some reason, because sometimes it shows up there like this did, and sometimes I can wait all day and it won't show up there unless I open another window. And if you go to close this or open another window in this tab, it will say, are you sure you want to do this because information's not saved? And I go, no, I don't think I do want to, because I just spent 2 hours on that, and so then I'll open another window just to make sure it's there. So then, to get it into if you're in your class already, and I don't think, well, yeah, you have to be in your class even to go to studio. So then you go, okay, so I'm in this one, so I'm going to select a view page. Okay, well, you can view this page, but now I can go to assignments in this class. And let's say I'm going to add that video to assignment. Let me go to one that I haven't posted yet. Ooh, I need to get these posted here. Oh, I guess I did post it. I just haven't made it public. So let's go to one that I haven't posted yet. 14, I don't think I did. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go to this one. For sure, I haven't posted anything here. So then, from this page, you go to edit, like you normally would if you're editing an assignment. And then you go to this little tab, like I showed you before. Now, I went to studio. If you started in here, it probably will automatically upload. And there it is. So now, instead of saying view this, because I'm in the assignment instead of just in the class, I go select this, and you can allow comments or not. I usually don't, because I rather have students in distance learning class email me. For me, it's just easier to keep track of their questions. And then you just click embed, and there it is. It takes a little bit longer if the video's longer. And then you can go down just like you normally would, and you can put in the points, type. You can, mine are usually online text, but whatever you need to do. Sometimes I have them upload drawings. In fact, for my drawing class, they will be uploading drawings. And you can, put the due date, and you can also put the questions down here. I usually don't, but I know you can. So that's about it. And then if you go back, this is, if I go back to assignments, what is this assignment? This is 15A. So if I go back to 15A, let's just look at student view. Well, let me see if I can, well, let's go to 15A, because I'm not sure how to get to student view here. Oh, I forgot to save it. So that's a good example. So go over here. It's still in the library, so it's not a big deal. Go to ARC again, this little thing. It'll bring you to your library. And click on select. And I'm just going to delete this, so I'll leave the comments on, and embed. And then you have to, after you, it's just weird looking at this through the phone. And then you have to save, or save and publish, whatever. Now, if I go to assignments, and I go to, I should be able to go to, well, I guess I have to go to home, maybe, to go to student view. I've never really looked at these from the student view, so here we go. Student view, And I think that was assignment A, 15A. So let's go down to 15. Oops. Oh, because it's not showing. Well, I don't want to make it public. So let's leave student view. It'll really confuse my students. And we'll just go down to 15A. And there it is. So that's it, see.